Top 3 things normies believe that make absolutely no sense. Number 1 is climate change. We've been seeing a lot of floods. We've been seeing a lot of fires and very hot temperatures just recently around the world. Climate change tells us it's because we are burning CO2. But over this past year, we have been burning less CO2, probably for the first time in a while. So if burning more CO2 causes climate change, then why for the first year that we burn less CO2 is there these events happening? And trust me, I'm not the one who's saying correlation equals causation or does not equal causation. It's these normies preaching climate change who insist that you driving your SUV too far is going to cause a hurricane. Not to worry, some scientist or New York Times publisher will spoon feed normies the talking point to justify whatever the weather might be today and why you need to keep paying the carbon tax. Number 2, the jabs. We were told these double-dose jabs aren't necessarily going to protect us all the way from the virus, but it's going to stop us from getting those severe symptoms. But already, not even that far into having these jabs, we're seeing what's called breakthrough cases and people passing away who got both the jabs. And then what do normies say? Well, you should still get it. When the whole reason of getting it, to stop the severe symptoms, apparently doesn't even exist. Definitely not confirmed at this point. But don't worry, some scientist or article from the Washington Post is going to spoon feed you the talking point to justify forcing everyone else to get the jab. Number 3, systemic racism. Joe Biden has been serving the US government for decades, and Justin Trudeau has been serving Canada for almost 6 years. Despite being part of the system for so long, all of a sudden, just in 2020, let's start talking about systemic racism. Oh my God, why haven't we talked about this? But normies think it's totally valid. They think the timing is great. Sure, it's been a chaotic year. There's been this huge wealth transfer happening with massive multinational corporations. But yeah, let's start talking about systemic racism now. Judge everyone by skin color. Talk about critical race theory. Don't worry about these establishment politicians who may have been around for a long time. They're not trying to divide us. No. See, encouraging people to feel like victims and feel more resentment towards people who don't look like you, that's just healing. And not to worry, there's going to be plenty of CNN reports, social scientists, and podcasts spoon-feeding normies the talking points to never shut up about systemic racism. And will these normies learn anything about policy changes that will actually help marginalized communities? Or will they just act like militant drones who are telling you you need to vote for this guy or you're a bad person? Environmentalism, health, and helping poor marginalized communities is definitely issues that are worthwhile. But normies, being emotionally manipulated by politicians to simply vote for them doesn't help anything. You're looking like a pylon out there.